I know you're having a challenge coming up with how do I create all this content? Where do I find it? I don't have the time and energy to do it with showings and listing appointments and family obligations, and your life is in chaos. And you think you need a production crew to get the job started. Well, I'm here to tell you, you do not. It can be just as simple as using your phone. And I am going to give you 5 simple prompts to help you create content this week. I'm not going to overwhelm you with 10, 15, and 20 items. I want this to be as stress-free as possible, so you just start doing it. Welcome to this episode of Stop Chasing, Start Attracting. This is a place for realtors to come and learn how to grow your brand, become an authority, and rebuild your life with real estate. I'm Robyn Cavallaro. I am a realtor in Central Florida, and I am handing you my playbook, how I came from nothing and grew my business to almost $100 million in sales. And it took about 7 years to do it. I'm not saying it's going to be easy or fast, but you will get there. So buckle up, people. Let's hit the road, figuratively speaking. So number 1, what you want to do is think about items that are important to your buyers, because again, we're starting off with buyers, especially if you're new. Now, do not be afraid to use artificial intelligence like ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude. I use all 3. Sometimes I argue with all 3, but they're very helpful. I download the ChatGPT app on my phone, and if I have an idea, I just open up the app and a chat and say, hey, I want to create a video about the challenges my buyers are having moving to Florida in this soft real estate climate. And it will spit out information for me that I can use for content. But I'm going to break down into 5 items that I have found successful for posting that have helped me attract buyers in my career. Now, if you are not comfortable on camera, that's okay. You don't have to make a video. You could put together a post in Canva or whatever program that you're using, or whomever's doing it for you. But also, you can record video without you being in it. Scenery from your local community also helps, so there's no excuse. It's as simple as getting your cell phone out. And you might want to check, I do have a video or podcast and a video on my YouTube channel about just record it. So you want to check that out. Number 1, let's talk about, is there a specific question that you were asked this week once, twice, 3 times? It could be from a buyer. It could be from a seller. It could be from a coworker. It could be from your child, your child's teacher, someone you saw in the supermarket, and something you heard on television and it inspired you. You want to ask that question and then make a piece of content out about it. Hot topics. What happens when the interest rate comes down? What will that do to home prices? Now, again, we're not Nostradamus. We don't have a crystal ball. These are our own opinions based on our experience. So just be as truthful and as factful as you possibly can. You can use artificial intelligence to help you get some wording together so it sounds cohesive and easy to understand, and that'll work. So a lot of times in my business, what I get, why are they moving? Because I'm in an over 55 community and I have specific responses, but I go through them. And that's a topic that you can talk about. Why are people moving out of the community? And it might not be a negative response. It could be people are trading up, or they're moving out because they're moving out of state, or they get a job transfer. Just think about what would resonate with your buyers in your local market. 2, let's talk about contract terms, because the most misunderstood items are the terms in the contract and the buyer-broker agreement. That is gold right there, people. Break the buyer-broker agreement down in small snippets so your buyers don't feel threatened or afraid to sign it, and you will prove yourself an authority. But in the contract, talk about inspection periods and what that means. What is an appraisal contingency? What is a home sale contingency? What is a kickout clause? What is earnest money? And explain it. Explain it like you were talking to a 12-year-old. Not that your buyers are not intelligent, but it's learning a new contract. It's learning a new subject that they are totally unfamiliar with, and you want them to be comfortable. They want them to come to you because you are the expert. What about making an offer? Because your buyers are going to come to you and say, what do you think we should offer? And then you talk about, well, the market in this area is dictating this. Based on my experience of the homes that I've been in this condition, it needs a roof, it needs countertops, it needs a kitchen. I would offer this. So pick subjects like that your buyers can relate to. Talk about inspection issues. That's huge, especially if you have out-of-town buyers. They're definitely nervous about buying a home sight unseen, which I still sell plenty of homes like that where I've toured them, but my buyers have not. And what goes on through the inspection? Maybe even talk to an inspector and ask them their opinion and some of the challenges that they have with homes in your area. You'll find that very insightful for yourself, and you'll get a wealth of information to talk about or post on your social media channels. Lenders at pre-approval or pre-qualified. Talk about the difference. Maybe even discuss, why do you need a pre-approval letter in order to make an offer on a property? You'll get 10 to 15 posts out of that. And again, you don't always have to record a video. If you are not comfortable in front of the camera, either a social post or record something with your voice in the background and not your face. There's no excuse. I know in the beginning I talk about buyers, but you do want to have some seller content that you're talking about. Discuss with them what it takes to get a home ready for a photo shoot. I actually put together a checklist for my sellers to get their home ready for a photo shoot. And it's very impactful. And they find it very informative. And it was very simple to create in Canva. And your sellers will thank you for it. It proves you're the expert. One of the big things that drives me crazy, and your buyers will find this informative as well. I hate when I go into a home and I see different color light bulbs in the ceiling. It's like one light bulb went out and they changed it, and then the next one went out and they changed it. It's a different color. Could be a little yellow, not so bright white. I tell my sellers, change all the light bulbs out so they're all crisp, sharp, and all of the same color. Now, by you pointing this out on a buyer tour, say, gee, I'm looking at these light bulbs and they're all different colors. It looks terrible. Pointing out something as simple as light bulbs, let your buyers know you're looking at the little details, and they will feel confident that you have their back and their best interests at heart. And again, it's something as simple as looking at the color of a light bulb. There you have it. We have 5 tips on how you can start recording content anywhere to help grow your brand, improve your authority, and reinvent your life in real estate. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. If you found this information important and it resonated with you, please give the show a review. It'll help with the algorithm because, they all want to know how many people are watching, how many people are listening, and it'll truly help. And be sure to visit my YouTube channel, Stop Chasing, Start Attracting, because I do post different content there. Again, thank you for joining me on this episode, and I will see you next time.